Greetings everyone, and Great here for another Advanced Wars by Web replays. Well, on bottom right side as the Black Hole Von Bolt, we have Fyram. Spawn on top left side as the pink, what's this one called again? Pink Cosmos Hawke. We got tryndamere. Tryndamere? I have no idea how to pronounce that. Either way, let's get started. This is a triple base map with one airport. There is a base here, pretty much meant for infantry and mechs to be poured out of. You can destroy the pipes and make it easier to exit out of here, but it'll be equal movement from going from this base here. Of course, this base also has paraforce here, so slow going to get outside the base. There's also a number of pipe seams, so you can deploy pipe runners. You shouldn't, but you can. Got now a recon deployed out by Von Bolt and by Hawke, so both of them eyeing for a bit of a recon rush. Von Bolt has got a tank, Hawke as well. Another recon deployed in the field. Another tank deployed in the field. Recon gets a good strike there. But this tank is going to be in range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. So it's going to be easy pickings for the tank, even if it's on 3-star defense property. You've got just big rounded tanks being deployed out by Hawke here. All of them being spotted by the free black boat. Von Bolt does pull an artillery piece there and does a base skip. The artillery piece can be placed onto this property and start shelling the black boat. Got tank way up there in range of the recon. The recon pods just fall back. Both players have 14,000 income. And looks like a Hawke or Von Bolt trying to flip that property. Still a good number of despicable neutral property in the center, and great first strike in that tank. Infantry unit does decide to gun down that pipe for 1 point of damage. Artillery piece in range of both black boat in the pipe scene, so you can start shelling both of those. Von Bolt's black tank can push forward and hit this tank, and then this one can strike that 3 health one. So it's going quite well for Von Bolt, but of course got another reinforcing tank for both sides. Good strike there, decides not to counterattack that tank there, falls back the other tank. Recon trying to machine gun down that tank a little bit. Tank infantry, tank. Gets a first strike on that tank. Of course, got this tank here. We've got another reinforced tank by Von Bolt, or Hawke, 2 reinforced tanks there. So this Von Bolt tank could get a good strike on the 8 health tank. The 4 health tank could try striking the 3 health tank. Falls back both those tanks there, just get a bit of health regen going. So Von Bolt can change the tank map up north. Takes out that unit there. Tank decides to strike that tank there. We'll finish off the 4 health tank. Looks like he wants his opponent to start wasting funds of getting repair on the tank. He also has taken out his opponent's black boat. Tank, infantry, another tank. So we just got mass tanks from both sides of the boat. Great strike there from Hawke. Pops the black wave. This black wave is relatively interesting. Not only wounds everything by 1 damage, which is going to do some good work, it also does give a little bit extra healing on some of these outlying tanks. Able to change the math in these engagements. What was going to be a stalemate now very much went in his favor. A very tactical black wave, to say the least. More tanks streaming on in. Another tank, or tank infantry. 9 health tank to finish off that tank there. Of course, can be shot by now 2 tanks that are nearby. The recon does spot this tank, just don't worry about the fog of war bugginess. Tank infantry. There's a good strike there. The next tank should be able to finish it off. Bombbolt does have plus 10% defense as well as plus 10% offense. Hawke does have plus 10% offense. But generally, defense is a little bit more effectiveness and stat-wise than offense. Does not finish off there with that tank. Does get gunned down by the infantry unit. Another tank pushing down south. He's being hyper-aggressive. Got another tank here. Hawke just bringing lines of tank doing some good damage. Bombbolt does have reinforcing tanks, but they're pretty far away. He may need to pull back some of his tanks. He has a 7 and 9 health tank to work with. Artillery now shelling down that pipe seam. Tank infantry. He pulled a tank there because he's probably going to take out this pipe seam next turn. Hawke's turn. Von Bolt is 2/3 away to getting out Ex Machina. Another tank. Tank recon. Takes to the pipe seam, so his tanks start streaming on forward. He's good strikes there. Finish off the tank there. Von Bolt still has a good number of healthy tanks. This is going to be 4 full health tanks. Von Bolt right now only has 2 full health tanks. Fourth one's a little bit lagging behind. It's good striking that tank there. Von Bolt almost has his Ex Machina available. It's hard to say how effective the Ex Machina is. We have to wait and see what it looks like before he pops it. It can be very good or just very meh. Good strikes there. Bombbolt still now has a good number of tanks this region. I think as well an Ex Machina strike can allow him to get effectively a double turn versus opponent's tank force. It's likely to be balled up around tank force. I think as well Von Bolt's Black Boat's still up here, but I don't think it will draw away a Ex Machina. There's not enough nearby units to support that. Hawke's now counterattacking. Got the Ex Machina now available. Guns down that tank. The Ex Machina will likely land hitting this tank force. Oh yeah, it's going to strike right here. Striking right here will knock out 4 tanks. Could strike right here. Yeah, we'll probably strike right here, I'm guessing. Try to influence the Ex Machina. Those the Ex Machina struck right here. It did influence, but wasn't a super powerful influence. Can't say exactly where he should have got it. Actually, no, it probably landed right here. This tank and as well as this infantry unit is probably locked down as well. You don't see it because of fog of war. Yep, we'll probably see it next turn, seeing this one's going to repair it up, and waited. Another, now got a Neo tank by Von Bolt, a couple more tanks there. Yep, it did strike right here, so it did knock out another tank there. We've got more Hawke tanks before the field. Black Wave could be summoned. Play Major Save for the Black Storm, which will probably get it next turn if I hazard a guess. Bombbolt's artillery is still pushing the range, probably a good idea to get on top of that forest. Black Wave will likely be summoned next turn. Is that unit? That's a good strike there. A lot of 7 health tanks are going to be down to 5 health. Lots of good hits there. There's Black Storm available. Got 4 tanks here. 5th one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in range. Yeah, can activate Black Storm after it takes some engagements to get some health regen, or you can do it before to perhaps one-shot some stuff. Pops it immediately. So now Von Bolt's force got called by 20% minimum. Particularly the Neo tank that he has not seen yet. So we've got another tank here to push forward. Neo tank infantry. Now sees this Neo tank, puts a big bite in that artillery piece. Of course, it is now 8 health Neo tank, but still going to be pretty effective versus all of these regular tanks. Good strikes there. Battlecopter tank infantry. Tank artillery recon. Hawke can serve 109,000. Von Bolt starts turn of 97. Neo tank does fall back there. Recon infantry. No, he didn't have a whole lot of money, did he? Had left over. Hawke's Neo tank's pushing down south. This Neo tank is at full health now. Artillery piece may strike the black boat. Infantry units pushing away forward over here. Tanks falling in back. Neo tank creeping around the side. Infantry and battlecopter here. Recon push way forward and center. Infantry, battlecopter, infantry, recon. Good strike there in the medium or light tank. Good strike there. Tank, infantry, artillery. Good strike there. Knocks out this tank. Battlecopter get a good strike in that tank there as well. So it looks like Von Bolt's gained some great gains to the right side of the map. Infantry or tank down to 1 health. Neo tank pushing up north here, so there's going to be easy win in order to capture the northern flank. Of course, he is going to be vulnerable to this Hawke Neo tank on the south side. He has nothing really stopped the Hawke Neo tank. He does have an artillery piece here, but it's always situational for that. And Hawke does decide to surrender. Maybe a little bit too early. By the way, this Angrade saying, think of watching, and on to the next replay.